A woman was hiding behind the door, shivering with fear. She had her hand tightly over her mouth, too scared to make even the slightest sound. But the very next second, the butcher grabbed her and threw her out, and her companion was dragged into the slaughterhouse. Once the butcher left, the girl slowly opened her eyes. Turns out, she had been pretending to be dead to trick him. She looked around. Bodies of girls were scattered across the room. The bathroom was soaked in blood. It was like a living nightmare, but she had to escape before the butcher came back. She ran to the windows, trying to open them, but every single one was sealed shut with wooden planks. No matter how hard she pulled, the planks wouldn't budge. The only way out was completely blocked. Escape now seemed impossible. That's when she spotted another girl among the pile of bodies, still alive. She quickly untied the cloth from the girl's mouth, but the first thing she said was, "I can't feel my legs." The girl immediately covered her mouth, signaling her to stay quiet. One sound and the butcher would return. She struggled to push a heavy TV cabinet in front of the door, hoping it would keep the butcher out for now. But just as she helped the injured girl sit up, the doorknob started to turn. The injured girl panicked, but the other girl stayed completely calm. She quickly scanned the room and noticed a ventilation duct up in the ceiling. She dragged over a nightstand, climbed on top of it, and pulled the vent open. The force made her fall back down, but ignoring the pain, she helped the injured girl over to the vent. There was barely enough room for one person to fit in. Meanwhile, the butcher was slamming against the door. The injured girl pushed herself up, but her leg gave out and she nearly collapsed. Luckily, the girl caught her hand just in time. With all her strength, she pulled her up, but the vent began to shake violently. It felt like it could collapse at any moment. Just then, the butcher grabbed the injured girl's legs. There was no other choice. To survive, the girl had to let go. With a heavy heart, she released her hands, and the injured girl was strangled to death by the butcher. Thinking the danger had passed, she took a breath, but suddenly, a steel fork pierced through the vent. She stumbled backward, terrified. Cornered with nowhere left to run, she kicked at the vent with all her might, but the butcher's steel fork stabbed straight into her leg. She held her mouth tightly, not daring to scream, not even a whimper. Finally, the fork withdrew. Dragging her wounded leg, she crawled quietly toward the vent opening again. She peered through the hole, trying to see where the butcher was, but all she could see were the corpses of the other girls. She thought maybe, just maybe, he was gone. But then,